The 14-day Carnivore Challenge, Day 9, Get in the Zone. I'm the author, Jason Atkinson. It's the start of another week, and today is a rest day, but beginning tomorrow, many of us will be hitting the gym over the next few days in hopes of undoing our dietary indiscretions over the weekend. Every major holiday is followed by droves of gym goers attempting to outrun their environment and genetics by hitting everyone's favorite torture device, the treadmill. If you subscribe to the energy balance or calories in, calories out theory of weight loss, it makes perfect sense to exercise at a higher intensity level and therefore burn more calories, which will increase a calorie deficit and result in burning more body fat. However, this is not an accurate model of human metabolism, and many well-intentioned people have been severely disappointed with their results despite an honest effort while attempting to employ this method. In nature, humans are classified as persistence hunters, and our ability to outlast, not outrun every species on the planet is what ensured our survival for thousands of years. The old saying, slow and steady wins the race, is also true when it comes to the greatest modern threats to human existence, metabolic syndrome and obesity. Understanding how low and slow cardio is more effective at burning stored body fat than high-intensity effort requires a little basic understanding of human physiology. There are various pathways the body utilizes to produce energy, and they vary based on the demand. The first few seconds of high-intensity activity are fueled by the phosphagen system, which is depleted rapidly within about 15 seconds. This is the energy system used for lifting weights or strength training activities and is only available briefly before taking a rest period to regenerate ATP. This is also known as a creatine phosphate pathway. Cardiovascular activity can either be aerobic or anaerobic in nature. That means it relies on oxygen or it doesn't. At more moderate intensity levels, we remain in the aerobic zone, producing most of the energy required primarily from stored body fat. When the intensity exceeds a certain level and the body can no longer break down fat fast enough to keep up with the energy demand, we switch over to the glycolytic pathway, which requires the breakdown of glucose for energy. Glucose, aka sugar, is stored in the muscles as glycogen, so some of the glucose required for brief sprints or muscle building activity taking longer than 15 seconds can be derived from this source and replaced at the next meal, and it's no big deal. Remember, even if you don't eat carbohydrates frequently, your body can break down protein through the process of gluconeogenesis to refill these stores. Beyond the first few seconds of high-intensity activity, we switch over from lipolysis or fat burning to glycolysis or sugar burning. And if you're eating low carb and performing strength training on an almost daily basis the way I recommend, your stores of glycogen won't be topped off and your body will actually begin catabolizing or breaking down muscle and turning it into glucose. This is not an ideal scenario. We always want to preserve or add muscle to keep metabolic function high. Furthermore, the body sees all of this energy-demanding muscle as a liability, and if you're running for your life all the time, especially if it perceives a shortage of dietary energy in the environment because you're eating less carbs and fat, eating smaller portions, or eating less frequently. To ensure survival and improve your ability to train at a high-intensity level without burning tons of energy that aren't being replaced or replenished often enough, your body will dump some of that muscle, which will cause you to lose weight, but it will also make you weaker, less healthy, and less resilient throughout life. To stay in the fat-burning zone, aim for a target heart rate of 180 minus your age. That's the beats per minute where you can still derive most of the energy needed from fat. Most cardiovascular exercise equipment has some type of built-in heart rate sensor. If you're training outdoors or on a machine that isn't equipped with this feature, you can measure your pulse rate and estimate your beats per minute on that. You can also train at a level of intensity that makes it slightly difficult to breathe, but not impossible to carry on a conversation. This is where you want to be to derive most of the energy required to support the activity from your fat stores, not from your hard-earned and metabolically invaluable muscle. Further perpetuating the problem, high-intensity activity makes you hungry for glucose and, consequently, may cause you to overeat after a workout. I see this pattern all the time. People eat sugar, burn sugar, and eat more sugar. They never get around to burning fat as they intended because they have plenty of glucose in the bloodstream or stored in the body. Carbohydrate basically gets in the way of fat burning, and the solution is to reduce your overall carbohydrate intake in total amount, frequency, or both. That gives the body a chance to tap into stored energy, which is the reason we have stored body fat in the first place. Give this technique a try. You just may be amazed at how easy it is to get results by not filling your body with glucose that you have to burn so you don't store it as fat in the first place. The additional benefit of utilizing a less physically demanding form of training may also cause you to breathe a sigh of relief, and your body will thank you.